Destruction. So this a problem, there ain't no solution. No solution. So many people living a life of illusion. Building up on them understanding, leading them to self-destruction. Just thinking of walking up them can't tell. Carelessness on the parts of the government. Let up them sister and no improvement. No justice, no peace in our environment. Just thinking no envy them. Are you truly a good burn them? Tell you let them burn one. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn one. Yes, let them burn, ba ba ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire who's got your water. Just to put out that fire. Look who's so beautiful. This truth boy working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I word in free. But it's so frightening to know in a loving hybrid. Cause your mind is so vengeful. Every little thing and I drink in one tear. Job picking up mixed with them. Cause not their mind so much hit them head and with bloodshed. So much madness, most people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Job picking up mixed with them. Tell you that the fire I go behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yes. Well, let the Babylon them burn, well. Yes, let them burn, ba ba ba. Well, let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire. Babylon burning. Yeah, I see them burn. Them a burn and let them burn. Let the Babylon them burn. Fire, looking so beautiful. This road boy working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I wouldn't free. But it's so frightening to know in a loving hybrid. Cause your mind is so revengeful. Every little thing that I drink in one year. Stop picking and mix with them. Stop their mind so much that them heads end with bloodshed. So much madness, more people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Stop picking no yam them bread. Tell you, catch a fire, rock up behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn, boy. Just let them burn, ba ba ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire who's got your water. Go to just to put out that fire. Just take a look around, let your white world and see what I want. So much destruction, so this a problem, there ain't no solution. No solution. So many people living a life of illusion. Building up on them understanding, leading them to self-destruction. Just thinking of walking up them can't tell. Carelessness on the parts of the government. Let up them sister and no improvement. No justice, no peace in our environment. Just thinking no envy them. Are you truly a good burn them? Tell you let them burn one. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn one. Yes, let them burn, ba ba ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire who's got your water. just to put out that fire. Look who's so beautiful. This truth boy working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I word in preach. But it's so frightening to know in a loving vibrate. Cause your mind is so vengeful. Every little thing that I drink in one tear. Job picking up mixed with them. Cause not their mind so much hit them head bent with bloodshed. So much madness, most people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Job picking up mixed with them. Tell you that the fire I go behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yes. Well, let the Babylon them burn, well. Yes, let them burn, ba. Well, let them burn down to the fire. Fire. Babylon burning. Yeah, I see them burn. Them a burn and let them burn. Let the Babylon them burn. Fire. Looking so beautiful. This road boy working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I word in free. But it's so frightening to know in a loving vibrate. Cause your mind is so vengeful. Every little thing that I drink in one tear. Stop picking up mix with them. Stop their mind so much hit them heads in with bloodshed. So much madness, more people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Stop picking up yam them bread. Tell you, catch a fire rock up behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, ba. Let them burn down to the fire. Fire, fire who's got no water. Just to put out that fire. Just take a look around, let your white world and see what I want. So much destruction, so this a problem, there ain't no solution. No solution. So many people living a life of illusion. Building up on them understanding, leading them to self-destruction. Just thinking of walking up them can't tell. Carelessness on the parts of the government. Let up them sister and no improvement. No justice, no peace in our environment. Job me no envy them. I actually a good burn them. Tell you let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire who's got no water. Just to put out that fire. Look who's so beautiful. This truth boy working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I word in preach. But it's so frightening to know in a loving vibrate. Cause your mind is so vengeful. Every little thing that I drink in one tear. Job picking up mixed with them. Cause not their mind so much hit them head bent with bloodshed. So much madness, most people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Job picking up mixed with them. Tell you, got the fire I go behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Well, let the Babylon them burn, well. Yes, let them burn, ba ba ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire. Babylon burning. Yeah, I see them burn. Them a burn and let them burn. Let the Babylon them burn. Fire, it's so beautiful. This wood boy working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I shall wouldn't create. What is so frightening to know in love you fight with? Who's the mind is so revengeful? Every little thing that I drink in one year. Stop thinking I mix with them. Stop their mind so much that them heads end with bloodshed. So much madness, more people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Stop thinking I am them bread. Tell you, catch a fire, rock up on them. Let them burn, God. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn, God. Yes, let them burn, Baba. Let them burn down to the fire. Fire, fire who's got no water. Go to just to put out that fire. Oh, yeah. Just take a look around. Let your white world and see what I want. So much destruction. So this a problem, there ain't no solution. No solution. So many people living a life of illusion. Building up on them understanding, leading them to self-destruction. Just thinking of walking up them can't tell. Carelessness on the parts of the government. Let up them sister and no improvement. No justice, no peace in our environment. Just thinking of envy them. I actually I could burn them. Tell you let them burn one. Yes, let them burn, yes. Let the Babylon them burn, man. Yes, let them burn, ba ba ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire who's got no water. Just to put out that fire. Mm, look who's so beautiful. This truth boy working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I wouldn't create. But it's so frightening to know in a loving vibrate. Cause the mind is so revengeful. Every little thing and I drink in one year. Just sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. much hate them hands in with bloodshed. So much madness, most people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Stop picking no yam them bread. Tell you, catch a fire, rock up behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, ba. Let them burn down to the fire. Fire, fire who's got no water. Go to just to put out that fire. Just take a look around, let a white world and see what I want. So much destruction, so this a problem, there ain't no solution. No solution. So many people living a life of illusion. Building up on them understanding, leading them to self-destruction. Just thinking and walking at them can't tell. Carelessness on the parts of the government. Let of them are sister and no improvement. No justice, no peace in our environment. Job picking no envy them. Are you truly a good burn them? Tell you let them burn one. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn one. Yes, let them burn, ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire who's got no water. Just to put out that fire. Look who's so beautiful. This truth boy working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I showered in free. But it's so frightening to know in a loving life. Cause your mind is so vengeful. Every little thing and I drink in one year. Job picking up mixed with them. Cause not their mind so much hate them head end with bloodshed. So much madness, most people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Job picking up mixed with them. Tell you, got the fire I go behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Well, let the Babylon them burn, yeah. Yes, let them burn, ba. Well, let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire. Babylon burning. Yeah, I see them burn. Them a burn and let them burn. Let the Babylon them burn. Fire, you're so beautiful. This road boy working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I showered in free. What is so frightening to know in a loving life? Cause your mind is so revengeful. Every little thing and I drink in one year. Stop picking and mix with them. Stop their mind so much hate them heads end with bloodshed. So much madness, most people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Stop picking no yam them bread. Tell you, catch a fire, rock up behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, ba. Let them burn down to the fire. Fire, fire who's got no water. Go to just to put out that fire. Just take a look around, let a white world and see what I want. So much destruction, so this a problem, there ain't no solution. No solution. So many people living a life of illusion. Building up on them understanding, leading them to self-destruction. Just and walking up them can't tell. Carelessness on the parts of the government. Let up them sister and no improvement. No justice, no peace in our environment. Traffic, me no envy them. I truly a good band them. Tell you let them burn one. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn one. Yes, let them burn, ba ba ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire who's got no water. Just to put out that fire. Look who's so beautiful. There's truth by working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I word in free. But it's so frightening to know in a loving I pray. Cause the mind is so vengeful. Every little thing and I drink in one tear. Job picking and mixed with them. Not their mind so much hit them head and with bloodshed. So much madness, most people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Job picking and mixed with them. Tell you that the fire I go behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yes. Well, let the Babylon them burn, well. Yes, let them burn, ba ba ba. Well, let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire. Babylon burning. Yeah, I see them burn. Them a burn and let them burn. Let the Babylon them burn. Fire. Looking so beautiful. This road by working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I wouldn't free. What is so frightening to know in a love you find. Who's the mind is so revengeful. Every little thing that I drink in one year. Stop picking and mix with them. Stop their mind so much that them heads end with bloodshed. So much madness, more people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Stop picking and yam them bread. Tell you, catch a fire, rock up behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn, boy. Just let them burn, ba ba ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire who's got no water. Just to put out that fire. Just take a look around, let your white world and see what I want. So much destruction, so this a problem, there ain't no solution. No solution. So many people living a life of illusion. Building up on them understanding, leading them to self-destruction. Just thinking and walking up them can't tell. Carelessness on the parts of the government. Let up them sister and no improvement. No justice, no peace in our environment. Traffic, me no envy them. I truly a good band them. Tell you let them burn one. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn one. Yes, let them burn, ba ba ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire who's got no water. Just to put out that fire. Look who's so beautiful. There's truth by working down the street. Well, it says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I word in free. But it's so frightening to know in a loving hybrid. Cause the mind is so vengeful. Every nicotine and I drink in one beer. Job picking up mixed with them. Cause not their mind so much hit them head end with bloodshed. So much madness, most people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Job picking up mixed with them. Tell you, got the fire I go behind them. Let them burn, boy. Just let them burn, yeah.
For the first time in the history of Rotary District 9141, welcome to our first of its kind district governor installation. Speaking today, Rotary International Vice President Jorinta Solari, Rotary International Director for Zones 21 and 22, Katarina Katsali Papameditros, Rotary Foundation Trustee Chita Manik, past Rotary International Vice President and past Rotary International Director Olayinka Babalola, and our anchor for today, award-winning journalist and Rotarian, Bim Seminatory.
The pride of Africa, the pride of District 9141, past Rotary International Vice President and Director, Olayinka Hakeem Babalola, who's right here with us in Nigeria. Past directors, past district governors, District Governor-elect Andy Uwejani, District Governor nominee, Mighty Man Aya Dikoru, our Rotary Club presidents in District 9141, assistant governors, district committee chairs, and all members of the Transformer team, Rotary International District 9141. District Rotaract Representative Tony Rotarians, Rotaractors, friends, partners, guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ibim Semenitari. I am a Rotarian, and it is my honor to guide you through this first of its kind, unique virtual district governor installation. And hosting along with me today, brother, the very distinguished past assistant governor, past district secretary, Athol Kalago. Athol.
Thank you very much, Ibim. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to join voices with Ibim in welcoming you to this very special event. You are in for a very interesting evening. Please relax and have fun with us. You're welcome.
Thank you, Athol. Every July of every year, Rotary changes its leaders at international, district, and club levels. These leaders come in with new ideas and fresh perspectives to grow Rotary and expand our reach. Although these persons have been part of our leadership for several years, they move up to take their turn at the driver's seat and give some relief to their predecessor. Rotary District 9141 is proud today to showcase the change of baton between the high-performing, award-winning past district governor Nze Anizo, who grew our numbers, leading our district to be number 2 in the Rotary world in terms of membership, and his successor, the indefatigable district governor, Virginia Major. Very special thanks to our guests artists for today, the gifted and lyrical Koban Sasukwo, and some of Port Harcourt's finest voices, Pacino Royale, Lexian, and Big Mosey. But by far our high point for today, Theatre Maestro, Director Yibo Koko, and his Seki Ensemble. Today's event has all the trappings of Virginia's excellence. And you know what I'd like you to do? Get comfortable. Grab a long, nice drink. Get something to nibble. Take a picture. And you know what? Record yourself. But please let this event trend. Use the hashtag Transformers, hashtag Transformers 9141, or hashtag Rotary opens opportunities. Welcome to this event. And now, to take the Rotary prayer, classical music maestro, our very own past president, Precious Omoko.
Rotarians, Lord, we ask to lead us people first, to lead behind our daily task and steady wellness.
Let every good man raise his helmet and blow. We will Rotary to carry a message of service and love. We will Rotary. We will Rotary. We will Rotary. Truth is alright, love is the might. We will Rotary. We will Rotary. Vive Rotary. Truth is alright, love is a might. Vive Rotary. When something is wrong, let us straighten it out. Vive Rotary. For nothing is worse than a fear or a doubt. Vive Rotary. Vive Rotary. Vive Rotary. Truth is alright, love is the might. Vive Rotary. One more time. Vive Rotary. Vive Rotary. Truth is alright, love is a might. Vive Rotary. The grooming of man is a duty we claim. Vive Rotary. Let's carry on business with fame to our name. Vive Rotary. Sing. Vive Rotary. Vive Rotary. Truth is alright, love is the might. Vive Rotary. One more time. Vive Rotary. Vive Rotary. Truth is alright, love is a might. Vive Rotary. The one with a smile is the fellow we need. Vive Rotary. Who loses himself or herself in the jam. Vive Rotary. Sing. Vive Rotary. Truth is alright, love is a might. Vive Rotary. Sing, sing, sing. Rotary. Truth is alright, love is a might. Vive Rotary. Rotary. Truth is alright.
Is the superintendent of police and is the immediate past president of the Rotary Club of Asaba, GRA. District Governor, my dear friends, someone has to do the honors of welcoming you to this event. Allow me to introduce most warmly the Chair, Host Organizing Committee, a distinguished Rotarian whose performance has stood unrivaled to date. He has won at different times Best Rotarian Award, Best President of a Club, Best Assistant Governor, Best District Committee Chair. He holds the record of raising the bar every time as Host Organizing Committee Chair. Past Assistant Governor Chinedu Ikegwani has the assignment to welcome us all to this grand event. Please make welcome past District Governor Rotary Chinedu Ikegwani. I think I'm being prophetic. Past Assistant Governor, please, Rotarian Chinedu Ikegwani, for his opening remarks.
My district governor, Rotary International Vice President, fellow Rotarians, distinguished guests and friends. It is with joy and great pleasure that I welcome you all on behalf of Rotary International District 9141 to our first ever virtual district governor installation. I would like to welcome specially Jorita Solari, fallout of the current COVID-19 pandemic. Our district, though young, is very vibrant and has continued to grow exponentially. Thanks to immediate past district governor, Nze Anizo, and his team, our district topped the charts, coming second in membership growth in the entire Rotary world, with 763 Rotarians added to our numbers. Our 2,854 strong member district is located in the South-South geopolitical region of Nigeria. In the next 2 hours, you will witness a typical Nigerian way of district governors' inauguration and presentations from some of the best speakers in the entire Rotary International. You will also have a view of the first project of the district this year, tagged Feed a Family. We just commenced the feeding of 500 families from the district as a way of reaching out to the indigents in view of this pandemic. To actualize this event, I must admit that we were subjected to challenges, being a virtual event and the first of its kind. The greatest challenge was fundraising. Thanks to the brilliant efforts of members of the installation committee, the cooperation and support of Rotarians in and beyond our district, and of course, our friends like you. I doff my hat and I appreciate you all. We trust and rely on your continued support. Our bank details will be visibly displayed throughout the course of this program, and we request that you take a moment to give something towards supporting our district service to humanity. Now, I must let you sit back, relax, and enjoy every minute of this event. You are the reason why we spent countless hours, sleepless nights, and resources to deliver an event like no other. Your satisfied smiles will be worth all the effort. Thank you for joining us. Mecca, Anobiala Way, Obama, Noah, welcome.
Rotary District 914 is blessed with a crop of distinguished men and women who have led our district and continue to remain an invaluable support to each new governor. Today, we acknowledge and celebrate past District Governor Isaac Jemide, 1989 to 1990. Enjoy Rotary. Past District Governor Ngozi Alana, 1990 to 1991. Honor Rotary with faith and enthusiasm. Past District Governor Harry Ejimudu, 1997 to 1998. Show Rotary cares. Past District Governor Eddie Owen, 2002 to 2003. Sow the seed of love. Past District Governor Dolly Mulumari, 2003 to 2004. Lend a hand. Past District Governor Charles Lawani, 2006 to 2007. Lead the way. Past District Governor Gabriel Toby, 2010 to 2011. Building communities, bridging continents. Past District Governor Yinka Babalola, 2011 to 2012. Reach within to embrace humanity. Past District Governor Charles Onyawa, 2013 to 2014. Engage Rotary, change lives. Past District Governor Noble Esemeta, 2014 to 2015. Light up Rotary. Past District Governor Ijoma Pierre Okoro, 2015 to 2016, be a gift to the world. Past District Governor Iponwosa Okemudia, 2017 to 2018, Rotary, making a difference. Past District Governor Adeyemi Oladokun, 2018 to 2019, be the inspiration. Past District Governor Nze Anizo, 2019 to 2020, Rotary, connect the world. Thank you for your continued service to humanity.
It's my pleasure to address you today as we inaugurate and install our 4th District Governor, Virginia Major. According to Bhagavad Gita, that which in the beginning may be just like poison, but at the end is just like nectar, and which awakens one to self-realization is said to be happiness in the mode of goodness. Dale Carnegie also told us that an hour of planning can save us 10 hours of work of doing. At the beginning of this, as part of our planning for the beginning of the 2019-2020 Rotary year, we created a WhatsApp group solely for the training of our presidents, then president nominees, on 14th January 2018. It is on record that this was the first platform for training of club presidents for 2019-2020 anywhere in the Rotary world. We had some leaders from our district and 3 district governors nominees there, one from Cameroon, one from Jordan, and one from India, who joined to learn, as they said. Of course, we trained and learned together. We styled ourselves the innovators and settled down to plan. We were very clear about our destination and our best road long before 1st July 2019. We agreed that growth doesn't happen on the mountaintops. It happens in the often painful yet fertile valleys. So we set ambitious goals. We knew that the journey may not be smooth, but we were determined to give it our best shot. Eventually, my dear friends, our years of planning paid off handsomely. After 1 year of innovation and service, our scorecard is as follows. Rotary Community Corps is something that didn't really receive a lot of attention. We don't know much about in our district. Hardly do you hear anybody talking about them. As of 1st of July 2019, we had only 5 active Rotary Community Corps in District 9141. By 30th June 2020, we had formed additional 32, bringing the total to 37. So we moved from 5 to 37 within 1 year. Interact is another area we paid a lot of attention, and we were happy that our clubs, our presidents, successfully organized 19 additional Interact clubs. But we did something else. We provided funding because we knew that the Interact clubs needed to do things in their schools mostly to be relevant. So we provided funding. 4 Interact clubs received about 1.2 million naira from our district to carry out projects in their schools to make them useful. For Rotaract, as of 1st of July 2019, our district had 480 Rotaractors in 61 Rotaract clubs, an average of about 8 Rotaractors per club. By the time we ended on 30th June 2020, we had 1,258 Rotaractors in 71 Rotaract clubs. That gave us a net gain of 778 Rotaractors and a net gain of 10 Rotaract clubs. We also strengthened Rotaract in other ways. And I'm happy to tell you that the election of the district Rotaract representative nominee held successfully without any undue influence from any Rotarian whatsoever. For Rotary, as of 1st of July 2019, our young district has 63 clubs, and we knew that we needed to grow to be able to meet our aspirations and that of Rotary International. By the end of 30th June 2020, we had 84 Rotary clubs, having chartered additional 21 clubs within the Rotary year. For Rotarians, as of 1st of July 2019, we had 2,091 Rotarians. By 30th June 2020, we had 2,852. This gives us a net gain of 761 Rotarians. We had the highest percentage increase in number of Rotary clubs anywhere in the world. We increased our clubs by 33.3%. No other district came even close. Our highest membership per capita, we also had the highest membership per capita in the Rotary world last Rotary year with 9.3. The second place district has 6.27. And we're the second highest membership net gain globally with 761. For Rotary Foundation, we contributed a total of $322,000, $105. Our district donated DDF to the following funds of the Rotary Foundation: $4,300 to the Disaster Response Fund, $10,521 to the Polio Plus Fund, $13,000 to the Africa Peace Center. Our district also made a cash donation of $3,856 to the Africa Peace Center and additional $8,180 to the Polio Plus Fund. We held a raffle draw to raise funds for the Rotary Foundation, and the prize was a cane, which was won by one of our Rotarians. Our Dust to Desk project, a project that we used to move our children from the dust to desk, was very well accepted by our clubs. And by the end of the day, we had donated 1,310 desks to schools, lifting 4,930 pupils and students from the dust to desks. Mobility Devices project, about 2,115 physically impaired persons were moved from crawling on the ground to sitting and be able to move independently. The 2019-2020 team deployed innovation and connected the world through sustainable and high-impact service projects to the benefit of our communities. The innovators strengthened the family of Rotary in ways that are phenomenal. The innovator team supported Interact and Rotaract in ways that are unprecedented. Rotaract regains its glory and respect. For scholarships, we endorsed 2 candidates for the 2020 to 2022 Rotary Scholarship for Water and Sanitation at the IHE Delft at the Netherlands. And we endorsed 13 candidates for the Rotary Peace Fellowship Program. We organized the highly acclaimed virtual district conference. Then Rotary International President-elect Hoganak represented then RI President Magdalena Maloney. We also had distinguished and engaging speakers, including then Rotary International Vice President Yinka Babalola and past Rotary International Director Brad Howard. It is said that a laborer deserves his wages. It is therefore our pledge, my dear friends, to recognize those who contributed to our success in outstanding ways. We announced many of those awards at the district conference. Here are the rest. For highest per capita contribution to the endowment fund, our award goes to the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt. For the highest per capita contribution to the Polio Plus Fund, for the highest per capita contribution to the Polio Plus Fund, Uweli Metropolis, Rotary Club of Uweli Metropolis was the winner. For the highest per capita contribution to the annual fund, Rotary Club of Uweli Metropolis. For the highest overall contribution to the Rotary Foundation, 3rd place goes to Rotary Club. having chartered 8 RCCs in one Rotary year, is the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt North. For best performance in overall membership development, third place goes to Rotary Club of Umbuoba with a total points of 389. Second place goes to Rotary Club of Port Harcourt South with total points of 448. And the winner is Rotary Club of Sapele Gateway with a total points of 627. Sapele Gateway was chartered in December 2019. Best performance in public image. The third position goes to Rotary Club of Port Harcourt South with total points of 350. Second position goes to Rotary Club of Trans-Amadi with total points of 380. And the winner our district membership. For performance award for assistant governors, the third best assistant governor joint goes to Daniel Harrison and Patrick Ohia. The second best assistant governor goes to Temple Onyekwena. That's the past assistant governor James Imarebe Award for second best assistant governor, Temple Onyekwena. The past district governor Edward Smith Award for best assistant governor for 2019-2020 goes to Ejimwa Uzu. For our performance award for presidents, club presidents, those who did everything to make us succeed this year, 2 persons share the glory for the third position. They are best club is Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Central with a score of 1,072. The fourth best club, 1,072, is Port Harcourt Central. The third best club is Rotary Club of Mbuoba with a score of 1,179. The second best club is Rotary Club of Port Harcourt South with a score of 1,280. And the best club in Rotary International District 9141 for 2019-2020 is the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt North with a score of 1,350. My dear friends, the innovators served and led. The scorecard is in public view. We sought to grow and strengthen our district and spread joy among Rotarians and our communities. We did just that. Let us continue to innovate to ensure that Rotary connects the world. Thank you very much.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Ivo Oko, the creator and director of Seki Dance Drama. Seki is a pantomimic dance drama that traces the American tap dance to indigenous people of the four Niger Delta region of Nigeria, which is the old River State. Seki is an agreement of rhythmic patterns of various dance movements of ceremonial and masquerade dances from Kalabari to Krika, Kwere, Ogoni, Wani, and all of the ethnic communities and ethnic groups that make up the old River State. The very key is that Seki is our own way of changing our narrative. Seki is our own way of reawakening our culture, our tradition. Seki is our own way of showing that through art and the creative space, one can grow well in our society. But today, as you sit and gather to make merry, Seki has been put together as a brief montage to celebrate our sister, a true daughter of the creek, a great rivers woman, a great Niger Delta woman, District Governor Virginia Major. As you sit, we also share with Rotarians across the globe the Seki rich culture, which is the rich cultural heritage of the peoples of River State. Thank you, and may God bless you as you have a deep insight of how rich our culture is as we celebrate District Governor Virginia Major. Thank you. Very much. It is my great pleasure to introduce our ally director, Katarina. Katarina was born in Cyprus and she earned her degree in architecture in Paris, France. She holds several diplomas and a doctorate in human geography. The daughter of a past Rotary governor, she grew up surrounded by she has been a member of the Condition Federal Professors, Rotary Public Image Institute, and RFNS is actively engaged in both development and National One is the national and one leader of the national election agency. He has won recent Foundation National Service Award for Kudos Award and the Rotary Political Award in Manchester. His wife is George and Neutral and have a daughter and a complete family. Serena and her husband George are major demonstrators. This record are his face of sexual abuse are amiable director of Serena Australia and
Get me out. No. Oh. And read it in my behalf. Hmm? Okay. There we are. Okay. We'll do that. Yes. It is to get me. It's a problem of my on my behalf and express my
And we will have one of Port Harcourt's finest playing some music for us. In the meantime, please enjoy yourself. I hope you'll be having a good time so far. Are you tweeting? Is it trending? Are you on Facebook? What about an Instagram video? I'm waiting. I'm watching. We'll be back with you shortly.
Babylon burning, yeah, I see them burn, them a burn and let them burn. Let the Babylon them burn. Fire, it's so beautiful. This road boy working down the streets. Well, says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I showered in preach. But it's so frightening to know him no love him I dream. Cause him mind is so revengeful. Every little thing that I dream in one key. Job picking and mix with them. Cause not their mind so much hit them heads stained with bloodshed.
Governor Rotary Engineer Major, immediate past District Governor Rotary Nze Anizo, Council of Past District Governors, Rotaractors, Interactors, fellow Rotarians, gentlemen of the press. It is my honor and great privilege to introduce to you an outstanding Rotarian all the way from Kenya, Jeta Manek. Jeta Manek serves as Rotary's key contact in Kenya for the growing Rotary GPE partnership. She is currently serving as chair of Rotary International Joint Committee on Partnership. Jeta Manek, one of 16 trustees of the Rotary Foundation of the Rotary International. She has also led the Rotary Foundation's Health Major Gifts Initiative and serves as member of the Foundation's Major Gifts Initiative Oversight Committee. Ms. Manek was the first woman regional leader, overseeing more than 140 clubs in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, South Sudan, and Eritrea. As an entrepreneur and businesswoman by profession, Ms. Manek manages segments of her family's interests in retail trade and real estate. She is an ardent supporter of increasing women's capacities, engagement, and leadership, both within Rotary and the community at large. Over the years, Jeta Manek has continued to give to the Rotary Foundation for the betterment of the communities around the world. Jeta is a member of Arch Club Society of the Rotary Foundation. Fellow Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome all the way from Kenya to Nigeria, Port Harcourt in particular, our very respected Rotary Foundation trustee, Jeta Manek.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Thank you, my friend Adeyemi, PDG Adeyemi, for that very elaborate introduction. I am so delighted to be with you all today. District Governor Virginia, my dear friends and family of Rotary District 9142, 9141 and beyond, dear friends, vice presidents, past district leaders, friends from all over the world, thank you so much for inviting me to join you at this momentous occasion when this beautiful lady, very dedicated Rotarian, takes over the district. IPDG Nze, who led the district with great dedication, he showed us his scorecard. I would be extremely proud if I was a governor and I did what you did. You have done amazingly well. So thank you and your team for all that you do to raise the bar in your district. You have had an amazing year. Virginia, I know that your shoes are, you have to fill in big shoes, but let's tell everybody that ladies wear high heels, so they take you even higher. I'm so delighted that you would be taking over the district this coming year. The previous leaders, the past leaders are the ones who laid such a strong foundation for this very young district. Your district is still in its infancy, but you can boast so much more. I am so impressed with what you're doing and raising the bar for all the districts around Africa and possibly the world. So, District Governor Virginia, as you begin this journey to lead your star district with all the honor and the humility I know that you know that you have a great responsibility to grow Rotary, to grow service, and to grow impact. But you're not alone. You're very fortunate. You have 3,000 plus Rotarians, 85 strong clubs, and amazingly focused leaders. You have so many stars in your district. Most of them are my friends. My mentor, Sir Toby. Miss you, Sir Toby. I hope you're there and I hope you're keeping well. My sister Ijeoma, IPDG Nze, who we met with past District Governor Eric Kimani when we came to Nigeria, hosted by Vice President Yinka Babalola. My friends Charles, and so many more that I should not mention anymore for the lack of memory and forgetting who I should not forget. But of course, the star Rotarian, our former Vice President, Yinka Babalola, under whose committed and impressive watch, Africa has come to the forefront of the Rotary world. It was his focus and direction that grew Rotary membership. I've worked with him. I know how passionate he is to make sure that Africa is where it is and goes even higher. It was on his watch that Africa got rid of polio for the first time. It is on that very big watch that we've got our first Africa Peace Center, which found its home in Uganda. VP Yankuzi, whether he brags about it or not, but your district has a lot of bragging rights because of you, and because of them, you have such big bragging rights. Madam District Governor, I know that you are a transformer. I know that you've taken over from the innovators, but transformers have no choice but to make changes. I know that you will begin this incredible journey of leading your district. You have been granted that premium platinum card, making choices. Will you be the leader walking in the mighty footsteps of our former Vice President Yinka? Will you be creating the pathways to grow Rotary even bigger and bolder than where he started off with? Will you continue the same path created by the leaders before you, or will you create new pathways for others to follow? And then when you look back and you see how far you've come, as a transformer governor, I know that your members have great confidence in you. Ginny, I urge you to grow Rotary beyond your set goals. There is a huge potential that has been exhibited and demonstrated by past District Governor Zay and the other leaders before you. I urge you to grow Rotary beyond what you have planned, because adding new members, multiplying the passion of the existing members, as you add new members, DG, please explore all the possibilities of the various models that we have now become accustomed to. A few months ago, we would have laughed if anybody said to us that, you can meet virtually, that district conference and the international convention can be held online. We would have laughed at them and said that's impossible. But within 3 months, we have learned to adapt. We have adopted new ways. We have done more than even what we ourselves would have expected. So what I'm saying to you, Governor Ginny, is that it is so possible to go beyond what you have planned, to achieve more than you think you can. I urge you not to constrain yourselves with possible and potential goals. What this COVID has taught us is that we can really reach the horizons if we put our minds to it. Don't be satisfied with your potential and the possibilities and mediocrity. As district governor, you and your team have been given that carte blanche that I talked about. All the doors are open. Every opportunity lays open for you. So I encourage you, DG Virginia, stand tall, stand out, go beyond the expectations of everybody, even yourself. As governor, I met you as a governor-elect. I met you at the International Assembly, and you know there, every governor is given the same motivation, the same inspiration, but only a few stand out. And I believe that you are one of those governors that will stand out, that will stand tall, that will go over and beyond. I know that you will be a marked leader because you are coming on such a high form. You're coming from a very high platform that has been built before you by the leaders. So with your amazing team, DG, engage your Rotarians, engage the members, engage the clubs, involve them with more fun and fellowship. Share your vision and your plans, encourage them to bring more hands on board because we need those hands. Share the joy and the real magic of Rotary. Add new clubs in the areas where our presence is inadequate. With all that, we need to do more in our communities for providing more clean and safe water. We need to empower our communities by bringing peace and education, strengthening our mothers and making sure the children grow over the age of 5. We just need to do that. We need to make sure that all the preventable diseases can be prevented. And I know as a woman, you will make sure that no child ever suffers from any preventable disease in your part of the country. We have so much work to do in the area of uplifting our youth and working with them. Our work is really cut out for us. We not only need to bring in more hands and more members, but we need to grow every facet of service. Let us not do that hit and run projects. Let us not do those token projects where we exhibit to the world we've done something. Write programs with that outcomes that will outlive us. At this point, now more than ever, I'd like to encourage you to contribute to our foundation, because it is only through our giving that makes the wheels of Rotary go around. It is only our giving that really enables us to do good in the world. So DG Virginia, let us again ask you to stand tall. Ask your members to give what they can, when they can, however they can. Give till it hurts, because you know more than anybody else how much we need all the hands on board, the service that we need to provide, the work that needs to be done. And you know, Africa needs Rotary, and Rotary needs to get, roll up the sleeves and put on the boots on the ground, and we need to go. We have a lot of work to do. Let us not be that people or that continent, that dark continent that always had the begging bowl out. That's how we used to be seen in the world. Not anymore. Let us again stand tall. As you know, in the past, our districts have been net receiving districts. But I don't think we should be there, because we have been giving, and we are giving a lot now. Let us start by having all the clubs to give, Virginia. Let us make sure that every Rotarian gives what they can. Giving to Rotary is not mandatory. It's completely voluntary. The only way a Rotarian will want to give and contribute to the foundation will be because they see the difference. They see what they can do, that $1 can do for them. So let us start by having all the clubs in your district as giving clubs. Make a point and share with your Rotarians that, no giving is too small. No service is too small. Remember, it is our collective effort, our constant perseverance, our generosity, and with that of our partners, that got rid of polio out of Africa. From now on, I know we need to be cautious. The children of our continent will probably not be in crutches and wheelchairs because of what we have done. Ask past district governor Tunji Funsho or PDG Ijeoma how proud they feel now because we no longer have polio. I remember the days wherever you went, in whichever forum you were in, as an African, you would be told, oh, well, you know, everywhere polio is gone except Nigeria. And I know how, you know, it was so painful to hear that. And I know how proud you all must feel. I feel proud from this far that we have got rid of polio. This has only happened because of our Rotarians, because of our passion, because of our generosity. So that makes us really feel proud and makes us feel tall. But we still have to work hard. As long as there is one case of polio anywhere in the world, we are still going to be affected. So we need to make sure that our contributions go towards eradicating polio globally, not just in Africa. I've learned over the years that together, if we work together, we win together. As has been experienced through our joint efforts, collaborations with our partners all over the world, with CDC and all the UNICEF, we have got rid of polio because we work together, we will win together. Governor Virginia, Rotarians of your district, be those people who open doors for others. These challenging times have put us to test. We have overcome many, many hurdles by being the influencers who fight every day to restore that little bit of dignity to our people in need. They did not choose to be there. They were dealt a card when they were born, and they're doing the best with that card. District governor, leaders, tell me, what are we going to do with the card that we have been issued when we joined Rotary, our invitation card to Rotary? How are we going to use that? You know, District Governor Virginia, this is only 1 year of leadership. And as I said earlier, your time has come. You will not have a second chance. We do not have rehearsals in this leadership position. This is real showtime. So Virginia, go for it. The Transformer team, go ahead and transform your communities. Go ahead and transform the world, because your passion, your drive, your focused energy, you have all the ingredients to succeed beyond all that is set out for you. You have the grit, girl. You have the grace. Governor Ginny, I take this opportunity to wish you and your team all the very, very best. And I assure you of my full and unconditional support. I will be cheering you on when you're leading the way, when you're making that difference, when you're looking beyond yourself, when you're standing tall. I will be there with open arms to welcome you at the finish line. Madam Transformer, show the world what Rotary is. Go ahead and open the doors of opportunity for everybody that comes your way. I wish you all the best. God bless you.
Rotary is made up of leaders that cut across continents, cultures, social strata, and religious divides. And we come together to tackle some of the world's toughest challenges. The Niger Delta region of Nigeria, which is the area of activity of Rotary International District 9141, has great and intractable problems of disease, poverty, lack of basic education, environmental pollution, youth restiveness, and deep problems of water and sanitation. Rotary becomes a critical partner in working with community leaders to address these challenges. In the coming Rotary year, partnerships will be a major thrust, and the district will focus on a few key areas. As humanity faces increased challenges, the work of Rotary increases. Rotary continuously needs more hands to do its work. More hands mean more resources, more creativity, more perspectives, and more diversity. We will ensure a deliberate growth. We will strengthen existing clubs and organize new clubs that suit the requirements of our prospects. Rotary believes in training and development, and we will ensure continuous training of those that will nurture and guide our clubs to be vibrant and deliver excellent projects to our communities. Safe and Alive. This is our maternal and child health initiative. Pregnant and nursing mothers and children are some of the most vulnerable people in the world. It is more so in Africa. Why should a mother or child in the 21st century die from maternal and child health complications? We have seen newborn infants die because there were no vital equipment required to keep the baby alive soon after birth. We have seen mothers die due to obstructed labor, perforated uterus, unavailability of essential medications, postpartum hemorrhage, and other health-related complications. Our district is poised to change the narrative by bringing these to focus and working with Rotarian and non-Rotarian specialists in this area. We will strive to provide the much-needed training, equipment, and other support to reduce maternal and child morbidity in our communities. Read, Educate, and Develop is our basic education program. Our society decays without education and books. Education is the most powerful weapon which can change the world. The recent trend in our part of the country is worrisome. Increased youth restiveness continues to trivialize the value of education. Basic education is one of our areas of focus, and we will work to encourage education and the great value it brings to our communities by supporting trainings and providing millions of books to get our children reading again. Youth and young leaders will be a big deal in the coming year. These folks are young and smart. Most of them are go-getters. Rotary believes in mentorship and leadership development of our youth. This is done through various programs of the organization. We have a plan to use the power of mentorship along with our partners to harness all their talents for their good and for humanity. Please join to create a brand new agenda to harness these talents and creativity. COVID-19 may have brought untold hardship to our citizens. It may even have changed the way we live, but it has not broken our resolve to support the people and make great impacts in our communities. The effects of COVID-19 in the months ahead is probably beyond our imagination. Our district will provide equipment for our hospitals and support the vulnerable population who are dear to our hearts. Rotary will support families by partnering with corporates and agencies to assist our community folks rebuild their small businesses. Earth protection and environmental conservation are key to preserving the earth. Rotary will support this through advocacy, raising awareness of the 4R principle: reduce, recycle, recover, and reuse. Rotary will volunteer hours as we partner with governments, corporates, and environmental agencies to educate on water conservation, sustainability, and tree planting. As we prepare for the coming year, we are working to grow partnerships because Rotary works best as catalysts with other groups. We are volunteers with no administrative costs. We simply bring our expertise and talents to the table and tackle problems. Come join us. Make great impact in the lives of people most in need in our communities.
The District Governor, Rotary International Vice President Dorita, fellow Rotarians, dear friends. My name is Golden Tamuno. I'm Assistant Governor on Rotary District 9141. Unfortunately, our Rotary International Director, Katrina Kusali Papatrip Dimitru, will not be here to take this particular paper. I have been mandated to read her paper. The topic is Grow Rotary. I hope you all stay safe and healthy those most trying moments of humanity, regaining slowly normal rhythms of life as COVID-19 pandemic spread around the globe. We found ourselves in a world transformed. Despite the unprecedented challenge, our organization moved very effectively towards the new operational reality and adapted to the new virtual connectivity. We invented new ways to continue our great social offer to our communities and join our efforts to grow Rotary. Grow Rotary means increase our membership, strengthen our impact to society, create awareness about our organization. To grow Rotary, we must speak in one voice, conveying a consistent message about our identity. When we ask Rotarians, what is Rotary? We get various answers, expressing sometimes personal experience and apprehension. In fact, we should all use the same language and communicate the same messaging in few simple words. We must strengthen awareness about the meaning of being a Rotarian and the grandeur of our organization. Things become more worrying when the same question about identity of Rotary is posed to non-Rotary public. Despite our tremendous social offer, awareness about Rotary is still in certain cases limited, varying, of course, from country to country, and accordingly, also to the social status of the population concerned in each country. Imagine, for instance, if Coca-Cola or Mercedes did not have a readable brand. Their brand is simple and clear, and one can easily recognize it. Imagine if Rotary, our Rotary emblem was equally recognizable. We should not even perhaps make this discussion. To strengthen Rotary, we must enhance our branding. We ask ourselves, since our Rotary will exist for more than 100 years, why many people do not know who we are? How can our great contribution to create a better world be disregarded? To grow Rotary, we must create brand ambassadors, empower Rotary members to share their own impact stories. New opportunities of viable important projects integrated in the 7 since recently areas of focus have risen and more opportunities for serving our societies have been established. The integration of environment as a 7th area of focus has been enthusiastically welcomed worldwide. To be more effective, we should enhance collaboration between clubs, districts, and with other organizations. In the past, we used to believe that our projects were sufficient for promoting Rotary. In fact, that turned out not to be true. We realized that we needed to enhance Rotary's public image. Promoting public image reinforces Rotary branding, increases membership, reveals our great social contribution to our communities. Public relations are communicating to the public what Rotary really is and what it does. Clubs should share information about their service projects through club websites, social media, blogs, and forums, and of course, traditional media communicating club's activities creates a positive image of Rotary, attracts prospective new members and project volunteers, and re-inspires current members. To grow Rotary, we must encourage clubs and members to enhance and promote their distinct experiences, leaving behind us introverted tendencies of the past. Rotary encourages us to attract new members using new tools, telling our Rotary momentums to be one of our most effective strategies. When we tell our story, we motivate, we inspire, and we make our listeners more sensitive. I'm sure that each one of you has a wonderful Rotary story to tell and also experienced a remarkable Rotary moment. Rotary offers a platform on how we should offer information about our organization, conveying our personal experience. So, which are the stories you should tell and how you can share them? The best way is like painting a story with your own words. You should place first the human aspect and speak to the heart of your listeners. Your lives are rich, and your personal experiences is a meaningful way to communicate with others. Imagine, we could encourage our 1.2 million members to become vigorous narrators of the great achievements of our organization. Dear fellow Rotarians, I would like to share with you one of my most important Rotary moments. One morning in the summer of 2009, George and I have been sitting in our garden enjoying our breakfast. Suddenly the sky became dark, and in a few moments, flames came down from the hill opposite our house, burning and destroying everything in their passage. It was really a nightmare. Our house, constructed with a lot of wood, was really in danger. We did everything we could to protect the house, ejected water on the walls, activated the fire extinguishers, and then just by a miracle, a soft wind blew and diverted the direction of the fire. We were saved. After the first shock, we decided, despite the dangerous conditions, to go to our close friend, Hara's house, located deeply in the wood, to protect the house since she was absent on holidays. Hara is also a Rotarian, and that year she was president of my club. Arriving at the central square of Pandeli, we stayed dumbfounded. The firefighter, amid dark smoke and flames around, was pumping water from the fire hose cabinet offered to the municipality by the Rotary Club of Pandeli. The Rotary emblem figured on the hose cabinet. The central part of our community was saved, partially due to our donation. Indeed, that was one of the most outstanding moments of my whole life. Unfortunately, due to the stress of the whole situation, I did not even think of taking a photo with my cell phone. Rotary Club of Pandeli, according to a long-term project, has donated to the municipality 20 fire hose cabinets, which are placed at crucial locations in our area. Let us hope we will not need to use them again. What a privilege to share your special Rotary moment. Those stories stay in our hearts and our memory forever. The act of telling a story is the essence of good public relations. Hosting a Rotary Day is another practice that inspires our community. The Rotary Day perception is a simple one. Hold a fun, informal event in your community like an outdoor picnic, a sporting event or a concert, an event associated with public parade or festival, inviting non-Rotary public, and use it as an opportunity to introduce them to Rotary. Rotary Days can help your club increase membership, strengthen your club's relationship with local institutions and community members, and improve, most importantly, Rotary's image. To grow Rotary, highlight Rotary's contribution to the establishment of peace and conflict prevention around the globe and to the world understanding. When armed conflict, political instability, and economic depression affect nations or communities, the challenges of facing basic human needs multiply at an alarming rate. To a significant degree, the failure to provide for these needs, food, water, shelter, healthcare, literacy, jobs, and human rights, is the root cause of conflict. Trained peacemakers are favorable to breaking this cycle of desolation and despair. through the Rotary Peace Centers program. The Rotary Foundation is equipping individuals with the professional training and experience necessary to prevent and resolve conflict. At a micro-scale, twinning of clubs among countries having national differences, past or present, and the organization of common Rotary events promotes the idea of peace. Do not promote distinct experiences that engage and energize your communities. Do not forget to promote distinct experiences that engage and energize your communities, enhancing peace and world understanding. I would like to highlight the great example of Cyprus, where the two communities, Greek and Turkish, despite national differences, coexist under the Rotary banner and accomplish significant projects. To grow Rotary, the Peace Center of Planning Our Actions should be our new vision statement. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities and in ourselves, taking in consideration Rotary's strategic plan for priorities. 1, increase our impact. 2, expand our reach. 3, enhance participant engagement. 4, increase our ability to adapt. My dear fellow Rotarians, exactly at this moment of the test of humanness globally, I hope you will agree with me that more than ever before, our Rotary presence is essentially and absolutely necessary to support the human element of our society in the struggle against the evil. It is the minimum depth of the generation to the next one, that is, to the generation that is our vision and our hope for the future. Holding our Rotary emblem as a precious value, let us all connect in our wonderful Rotary world and open opportunities for the future. Thank you for your attention. Katrina Kosali Papadrimetro, ROI Director 2020-2022. Thank you very much.
My District Governor of Virginia, fellow Rotarians, good evening. It's indeed my pleasure to introduce a lovely woman who's going to be our guest speaker for today. She's been a Rotarian since 1993 and currently a member of the Rotary Club of Anaheim, California. She served as district governor in 2010-2011. She was chair of the 2013 Southern California Nevada Pets, training leader at the 2014 and 2015 International Assemblies, chair of the 2015 Institute for Zones 25 and 26. She's currently a member of the Rotary Peace Major Gifts Initiative Committee. She's currently serving her second year as the director for the newly configured Zones 26 and 27. As district governor, Jorita held the first district $5320 million dinner for the Rotary Foundation, and so much money was raked in for her great foundation. Under her leadership, District 5320 became the second district in the world to become a 100% Paul Harris club in the district. Jorita is the co-founder and chief visionary officer of Solari Enterprise Incorporated, a full-service property management company employing 300 team members. She has served in many capacities on community and industry boards. Rotary plays important role in the lives of the Solaris, as Jorita, her husband Bruce, and their two daughters, Gianna and Teresa, are all past presidents of Rotary clubs. And indeed, Gianna is currently a district governor. The Solari family, along with their son-in-law Reese, are active supporters of the Rotary Foundation. Jorita and Bruce are members of the Great Archclub Society. My dear friends, this is a rare opportunity we are experiencing this evening to have this woman amongst women, elegant, beautiful, brain, body, family-oriented, great industry player, great Rotarian, a gift to the world, a giver, a transformer. Make welcome no other person than Jorita Solari.
Thank you so much for that kind and wonderful energetic introduction, Honorable Past District Governor. And you know, it's good to be in Nigeria again, even though it's a virtual visit. My dear family of Rotary and friends, I'm honored to be with you to celebrate the installation of Virginia Major as District Governor of 9141. I'm indeed humble to join this esteemed gathering of accomplished and noted Rotarians, and with my friends, the Honorable Immediate Past Rotary International Vice President Yinka, Director Katerina, Trustee Gita, and Past District Governor Nsei, whom I say had a fabulous year leading this district. Additionally, I'd like to offer my sincere congratulations for Nigeria being certified as polio-free. This is an historic accomplishment that will lead an entire continent to being polio-free, certified polio-free. You know, these are exciting and significant times to be a member of our Rotary family. Today, I'm going to talk to you about change and recognizing the opportunities that change has given us. President Holger said, Rotary is not just a club you join, but an invitation to endless opportunities. Endless opportunities. We need leaders like Virginia and the family of Rotary in District 9141 that will take advantage of the opportunities that have and will continue to present themselves as we live through and come out of this pandemic. We can take advantage of what we're learning now and reinvent how we do the business of Rotary. We don't have to go back to the old ways of doing business. We can come out of this different. You will come out of this different. You will be the transformers. This global pandemic, as terrible as it is, has given us an opportunity to adapt to new innovative changes. And I encourage each one of you to change your mindset, to think about the future. How will Rotary do what we're doing in a different world? Because our world will be different. All over the globe, Rotarians are adapting the way we connect and serve. Rotarians are disrupting what people think about Rotary. Clubs, districts, the Rotary International Board of Directors, the Rotary Foundation, and all the Rotary staff, all of us are living the strength of our Rotary Action Plan objectives, increasing our ability to adapt, increasing our impact, enhancing participant engagement, and expanding our reach. Globally, Rotary shifted to virtual meetings, being here today in the first ever governor installation. Clubs are experiencing higher member attendance and access to some very high-powered speakers. In fact, as a result of adapting and looking into the future, some clubs are able to start meeting in person, realizing that there is a benefit to keeping the virtual component as part of their meetings as they move forward. In a short 90-day period, the Rotary International staff shifted from an in-person convention to a virtual convention with more than 50,000 people registered. And in fact, one breakout session had 1,500 attendees. Not to mention the Rotary Foundation having their first ever virtual fundraiser for COVID-19 grants that raised over $500,000 US in 1 hour. Districts are having Zoom series being live streaming on Facebook, reaching more Rotarians, Rotaractors, and friends of Rotary than ever before. We have all increased the impact in our communities, giving food to those who would go hungry, making and distributing face shields and masks, setting up hotlines to address related COVID-19 questions of concerns, setting up hand washing stations, making sure the first responders in our communities have personal protective equipment, PPEs, and then making them available to our Rotary partners to distribute. Rotaractors, members of Community Corps, and many non-Rotarians have stepped up to help with projects. We are engaging members like never before. The people of the world are seeing what we're doing, what you're doing, and want to be a part of this change. United States President John F. Kennedy said, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future." We are people of action looking to the future. We learned from our many experiences and evaluated the results of these experiences, learning from our setbacks and our successes. We create solutions that last, which is evident in the fight to end polio in Nigeria and around the world. You know, anyone that's taken part in Rotary knows that our organization is much more than a collection of clubs. It's a force that puts us in touch with millions of others who share our belief in making the world a better place. It connects us with new ways to make a difference and new networks of people with whom we make that difference. It will take strong leaders to be able to ride this giant wave of change. So let's seek out new ways to translate our expertise into making a difference in our communities and across the globe. Let's prove that the impact on the world has only just begun. Let's build connections and opportunities that will allow people who share our drive to do the same. Let's recommit and putting the needs and expectations and growth of all of our participants at the center of all we do. Let's stay true to ourselves and stay ahead of change. You know, in the upcoming Rotary year, we might not see each other as much as we would like. However, we still have opportunities to network, to think outside of the box, to meet either in person or online. You will accomplish projects and support your communities and help each other and look to our future to continue to spread hope, because you are true transformers. Governor Virginia, your success will be the club's success as you work to stay connected with them during these times, to search out and implement opportunities. Know this, no challenge is insurmountable in Rotary, in our clubs. It is the challenges that make us who we are. Our service through Rotary makes us better people. Our theme this year, Rotary Opens Opportunities, is real and perfect for these times. And I would like to remind us that President Holger always says at the end of his messages, let's have fun while we're doing our Rotary work. And Governor Virginia, it brings me great pride to be here with you. And I wish you success and joy this coming year as Governor of District 9141. God bless you all, and thank you.
Strangers shocked to wear this mask. What in this mask they do for you? Say, anybody who is sick, who carry this disease, when they are around you, probably no go to near. See where I did. See all these are my brothers. I know they don't hear them, not to say they don't meet my brother. They because you know the sickness days. I don't know what I hear my body, I've been there, but nobody knows. So wear this mask all the time. If spit come out of my mouth and I carry this sickness, the spit no go reach you. Because this mask will cover the spit. Your own mask wey take cover your face go make sure say the thing no reach you. You now understand? I think you don't know. Not be say na your brother therefore you no get sickness because you know they don't carry the sickness. Some people they carry the sickness like they don't get headache, they don't get fever, they don't get any problem, they just carry it like normal. Then if it be you, when the thing go reach, you go come see. And I know some don't want that one. Think of your children. Think of your mama and look after yourselves. And the other thing is caution. Any small thing is caution. No, you see something in the road, you carry it for us. That hand where you take carry it for us, maybe not there that jam there. You do small thing for us, step, wash hand. And when they wash your hand, you don't small, wash hand. Not be say, put hand for water for more. So you go see the foam, you go rubber. Inside of every part of the hand, you go rubber well. And the only way when you go short say you and your children. As I tell you, maybe reach and tell your children, tell husband, tell brother, sister, tell everybody. You understand? Okay. What's it carry us from? This thing what they call corona, they call them corona. And there are cases that they call them corona house. Now you know corona is real original corona. But God will help us. As we know, say, we, for our house now, stronger day, nobody we will come and do this thing for now. None of us where they like before. If before they chop 4 times a day, 3 times a day, now they chop 2. And that's why they chop on because I want the small one I get, make it keep for me. Then the small extra where they made, I'll carry on, keep for this project. Make a sure say all of them get. Government not send us to come. I mean, government send us.
You know, those BGN.
You know what I like my this
I want to say a very big thank you for what God has done for us and for this other friends.
This banner no work.
Good job, eh? Make it provide for your children, and as God provide for us, so we will come back home. We'll see you again. Eh? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my brother, good evening. How are you? Okay, my name is Rotary, First Assistant Governor Tony Etek of the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt South.
Can you just tell us what actually? Okay, please, let's go.
Yeah, it's Rotary's way. Okay, it's Rotary's way of giving back to the community. You know, we want to ensure that in as much as we have, we'll be able to, from time to time, reach out to the less fortunate ones. These women and these men are families that really need this foodstuff. And today, Rotary has reached in, pulled our resources together, tried as much as possible, and we are reaching 500 families, okay, with various food items. This is the first batch of recipient 26. From here, we are moving on to Borokiri to continue the distribution. And it's going on across 4 states of Rivers, Bayelsa, Edo, and Delta simultaneously.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Rotary is good.
Babylon burning, yeah, I see them burn. Them a burn and let them burn. Let the Babylon take burn. Fire, looking so beautiful. This road boy working down the streets. Olin says sounds so truthful. Every little thing I word and preach. What is so frightening? To know in a love him I dream. Crazy mind is so revengeful. Every nicotine and I drink in one key. Job picking and mix with them, cause not their mind so much hate them heads stained with bloodshed. So much madness, most people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Job picking no yam them bread. Tell you, judge a fire rock up behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, ba ba ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire who's got no water, just to put out that fire. Oh, yeah. Just take a look around, face your wide world and see what I want. So much destruction, to this a problem there ain't no solution. No solution. So many people living a life of illusion. Building upon them understanding, leading them to self-destruction. Job picking and walking at them can't tell. Carelessness on the parts of the government. Life of them masses, there ain't no improvement. No justice, no peace in our environment. Job picking no envy them. Fire truly I go burn them. Tell you let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Let the Babylon them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, ba ba ba. Let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire who's got no water, just to put out that fire. Look who's so beautiful, this rude boy working down the streets. Wollen says sounds so truthful. Every little teenage word in preach. What is so frightening to know in a love him I dream. Crazy mind is so revengeful. Every little teen and I dream in one key. Job picking and mix with them, cause not their mind so much hate them hands stained with bloodshed. So much madness, most people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Job picking and mix with them. Tell you, judge a fire rock up behind them. Let them burn, boy. Yes, let them burn, yeah. Well, let the Babylon them burn, yeah. Yes, let them burn, ba ba ba. Well, let them burn down to the ground. Fire, fire. Babylon burning, yeah, I see them burn. Them a burn and let them burn. Let the Babylon them burn. Fire, looking so beautiful. This rude boy working down the streets. Wollen says sounds so truthful. Every little teenage word in preach. What is so frightening to know in a love him I dream. Crazy mind is so revengeful. Every little teen and I dream in one key. Job picking and mix with them, cause not their mind so much hate them heads stained with bloodshed. So much madness, most people live in sadness. Take a look around, no joy and no gladness. Job picking no yam them bread. Tell you, judge a fire rock up.
Pachino Royale is one of our best in Port Harcourt, and I hope you enjoyed skanking to that beautiful music, Babylon Burning. The Niger Delta is home to about 30 million people. It is the center of the oil and gas industry and accounts for much of Nigeria's oil revenue. Yet poverty rate in the region is at about 41%. youth restiveness, and a very weak economy continues to beleaguer the region. Rotary International District 9141 covers 4 core states of the Niger Delta: Rivers, Bayelsa, Delta, and Edo states. To combat the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, Rotarians in these 4 states distributed food and palliatives to some of the most vulnerable families in our communities. District Governor Virginia Major led the team in Port Harcourt to deliver food to some of these truly impoverished families. We hope that we can count on you to support us as we take action to bring about lasting change in our world, in our communities, and in ourselves. But I know you've been waiting for this moment, and so have I. This is the high point of today's event. This is the time we bring to your screen the golden girl of District 9141, the 4th District Governor, and the first female District Governor of our district. My friends, relax, put your hands together as I bring on stage the indefatigable Virginia Ibienebo Major.
Every victor has a story. Every nighttime has a day. We all have our days of glory. We all have our days of shame. Every lifetime has a hero. Heroes rise and heroes fall. Rather be a fallen hero than to be afraid to rise at all. Here's to a new beginning, and here's to a glorious end. Strive for a better tomorrow. Make go wrong, but make go right. Celebrate your life, 'cause there's something good about where you are right now. We all have our days of pleasure. We all have our days of pain. But you can't appreciate the beauty of sunshine if you have never seen rain. We all have our days of pleasure. Ooh, we all have our days of pain. But you can't appreciate the beauty of sunshine if you have never seen rain. So here's to a new beginning, and here's to a glorious end. Strive for a better tomorrow. Make go wrong to make go right. Celebrate your life, 'cause there's something good about where you are right now. So open up your window, there's a lighting in the sky. Open up your heart, don't be afraid, stop asking why. introducing the family of DJ Virginia Major. Bonnie is a health practitioner working with Texas Physician Incorporated in Houston, Texas. She's a graduate of Texas A&M University in Corpus Christi, Texas, and holds a postgraduate degree from Chamberlain University, Chicago, Illinois. She is kind and compassionate and a natural second mother to her siblings. She is married to Muyiwa Adenubi, an electrical engineer and CEO of Forever Day, a celebrity photography company. Muyiwa is a caring father and doting husband. Their children, Yemisi and Deji, are on top of their league and are in gifted programs in their schools. Itode is a pharmacist and director at the Texas Children's Hospital, supervising over 100 pharmacists. She is a graduate of the University of Texas in Austin with an MBA from the University of Texas in Tyler. Itode is a great manager of people. She is married to Adeleke Idowu, a computer scientist and software expert. Leke is an exceptional father and loving husband. Their children, Eniola and Remy, are exceptionally brilliant and are also in advanced classes. Christiana is the baby of the family and overprotected by her sisters. She's a graduate of the University of Texas in Austin with a doctorate degree from the University of Alabama. Christiana is a brilliant psychologist and has a passion for working with young folks. She's currently working to develop and promote young entrepreneurs. Virginia has a huge family of several sisters, Christy, Pauline, and Gloria, as well as brother-in-laws, cousins, nephews, and nieces several generations down. They are all giving her massive support in her service to Rotary and humanity, and together they bring much joy, happiness, and contentment to the life of DJ Virginia.
Hello, everyone. Virginia Ibienebo Major, born Virginia Datibo Brown, has always been on top of her league, collecting laurels as she made her way through schools in Nigeria and the United Kingdom. Virginia attended the prestigious Archdeacon Crowder Memorial Girls' School, Elelewon, Richmond International College, Sheffield, England, and the University of Benin to become an accomplished pharmacist, life coach, public speaker, mentor, and entrepreneur. She would grow up to much of her mother's enterprising nature, leaving public service and starting her own business in her 20s. When many of her contemporaries dared not branch out on their own, Virginia established Capitas Drugs Limited, a pharmacy that became the first local pharmacy chain in Rivers and Bayelsa states, redefining the pharmaceutical business and showcasing excellence in customer service. She established Positive Feedback International, a nonprofit that addressed health, environment, and social issues in the Niger Delta. The organization carried out advocacies on gender and environmental issues, as well as medical missions, including surgeries in remote oil-producing villages, and had hundreds of volunteers who believed in its mission. This was not surprising, as leadership and motivating others come easily to Virginia. In 2003, she joined the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt on the invitation of Nguba Agolia Aspinall, where she performed creditably, delivering on all assignments until 2010, when she joined the brand new Rotary Club of Port Harcourt, GRA. Virginia nurtured and mentored new members of the club, a duty she continues to perform within and outside of her club. At all times, she demonstrated expertise in membership and organization of district events. She worked closely with past governors and has served the district in various capacities since 2010. She's held very many positions at club and district levels, including Chair, District Governor Installation 2015 and 2019, Chair, District Conference 2016 and 2020, District Chair, New Club Development, and District Chair Grants. She excelled in all assignments. Virginia is result-oriented in her activities. For her service to humanity, she received several awards, including Rotary International District 19140, Best President in her year of service. She led her club to become the best club in District 19140 in 2012 and 2013. She's a recipient of Rotary International Avenues of Service Citation in 2016. Rotary International District 9140 Best Assistant Governor Award in 2014 and 2015. Top Recruiter Award in District 9140 in 2012 and 2013. District 9140 Meritorious Service Award 2014 and 2015. District 9140 Award for Excellence 2015 and 16. Virginia has trained many Rotarians at various training programs. She's currently a member of the Rotary Foundation Cadre of Technical Advisors and a faculty member of the Rotary Leadership Institute, RLI, Nigeria Division. She is also a member of various Rotary fellowships and action groups. Widely traveled, Virginia has attended many Rotary International conventions, zonal institutes, and project fairs. Virginia has served her profession at state and national levels and has been a fellow of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, PSN, since 1997. She's a member of the International Federation of Pharmacists, FIP, as well as a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management, NIM. As the CEO of Odyssey Limited, Virgin Creeks Limited, Capita's Drugs Limited, and Major Transformations, Virginia has shown a great deal of versatility as a John Maxwell Certified Leadership Trainer, life coach, and public speaker. She pioneered the acclaimed Girls in Engineering, Math and Science, GEMS, in the Niger Delta. Virginia has had an undeniable passion for organization, motivation, leadership, mentorship, and the youth. In recognition of her outstanding service to her community and Rotary, she was conferred with the prestigious title of Ama Opu Orobo of Opobo Kingdom, a distinguished noblewoman, by His Majesty King Dandison Jaja, the Amayanabo of Opobo Kingdom. She is a recipient of several professional, social, and community awards, including the Distinguished Pharmacist Award, the Grand Award for Productivity in Africa, GAPA, the National Award for Leadership in the Professions, and the Must Woman Lifetime Award. Virginia is a multi-star Paul Harris Fellow and a benefactor of the Rotary Foundation. Virginia draws her strength from God and her large and loving family. She is the hub of her family's activities, being both a sounding board for ideas and a family action person for her siblings, nieces, and nephews. Virginia has nurtured an enviable, close-knit family of outstanding children, Bomni, Itade, and Christiana, and exceedingly talented and gifted grandchildren, Yemisi, Eniola, Remy, and Beji.
Thank you very much, Bomni, for that wonderful citation of our district governor. Immediate past district governor, Nse Anizo, Rotary International Vice President, fellow Rotarians, friends, and guests. It is with great pleasure and indeed honor that I introduce to you the district governor who will be steering the ship of Rotary International District 9141 in the 2020-2021 Rotary year, District Governor Virginia Ibienebo Major. May I also request the award-winning, phenomenal, immediate past district governor, Nze Anizo, to do us the honors.
Yeah, my dear friends, before I decorate our Governor, Virginia Major, let me announce what I missed out during the awards. Each of our best, the best president, the best assistant governor, and the best district committee chair will get a gift of 250,000 naira from our district. 2019-20, you know, when we started 2018, 2019, when we were governor-elect, I told a few persons, and I told her that she's the position she had that we never really announced, the executive assistant to the governor for 2019-20. Many people didn't know that. And I remember telling a few Rotarians that in 2019-2020, we had 2 governors for the price of 1. Because the truth was that then DG Major played a very big role in the success of that year. So thank you. And all I can say at this moment, apart from congratulating you, is that our support is 100% assured for this year, and we'll do better. We did 21 clubs last year. I don't see us doing less than 22 this year. I will do everything to make that possible. Congratulations.
I'm not sure I heard a round of applause for the district governor who will be leading us in this. That sounds a bit more like it. And another one, please. Thank you very much. Now, let me tell you, I honestly just came up here so that I could make you do some work. I really shouldn't be up here. But before I leave, I think I should ask the district governor to come back. Don't you think so? We'd like to hear what she has to say. District Governor Virginia, please talk to us.
Past District Governor Nze Anizo. I thank you. I thank you for the decoration. I'd like to say here that before I get to say anything, to all our friends who are watching from different parts of the world, I'd just like to say that I'm not going to walk alone. I am going to work with a very strong team, a team of transformers. They are assistant governors. They are district committee chairs. They are presidents, and there are Rotarians in all our clubs. Everybody is going to be working so hard to ensure that we have total transformation in our district, in our communities, and in our lives. So it's my pleasure to let us meet these people who are going to work with me. My dear friends, it does appear that we have a very large team. But again, we have a very large district. A district that has grown, doubled itself in less than 3 years. And I am proud to be working with these people. These people have, since January, February, been going through so much trainings, planning, and all I can say is, watch out. We're going to have a phenomenal year. I am certain that we shall have a phenomenal year. 17 and a half years ago, I responded to an invitation from Ngoba Agolia Aspinall, a Rotarian of note, and one whose passion for life and service I greatly admired. Quite frankly, I responded to her just to get her off my back. My experience on the first day was awesome, and that was the beginning of my journey of transformation. Serving without expecting rewards and seeing folks around me benefit tremendously from the little effort I make has made a most rewarding experience for me. Now, fast forward to the past 1 year. I have found myself leading Rotary activities and groups at various levels. I strongly believe that leadership in Rotary is all about relationships, making friends, infecting them with your enthusiasm, identifying real needs, and working with these friends to take action, meet these needs, and bring about lasting changes in our communities and in ourselves. My dear friends, I tell you, 2020-2021 is the absolute best time to be a member of our 3-year-old District 9141. And indeed, the absolute best time to be a member, a Rotarian, the global pandemic notwithstanding. Our district did, in fact, double our numbers in 3 years. We blazed a trail in membership, firing all cylinders, and emerging the second fastest growing district in the world of Rotary. This year, we are determined to do even better, growing our numbers, organizing new clubs, strengthening our existing ones, because to do the things that we love to do, that is touching lives and making a difference, we need more hearts, we need more hands, and of course, we need more resources. I am glad to announce that we already have a few new clubs lined up, and hopefully in the next few weeks, we shall be hearing about them. It's the best time to be a member of the Rotary International District 9141 because we fought so hard over these years to bring about the end of polio. And at the end of it all, our efforts have been crowned with monumental success as we, in Nigeria, in Africa, say goodbye to polio forever. It is a thing of joy to all of us. And it doesn't end with just saying goodbye. We are going to ensure that not only does polio not come back to Africa, we actually want to eliminate it from the surface of the earth. It is our promise to the children of the world, and we shall keep that promise. Today, I'm overwhelmed by the show of love, support, and solidarity from all over the district and even beyond. How many times do you have great friends like the much acclaimed Rotary leaders who have been on our stage today, how many times do you get to have them speak to you? I'm endlessly indebted to the Rotary International Vice President, Jorita Solari, Rotary International Director for our zone, Katrina Konsali Papadimitriou, and of course, the lovely, very enchanting trustee, Jita Manek. We have our friends from all over the world. I can't even mention half of them, but I do know that they are watching, and I am so happy to have you all as friends. I am particularly excited that the team of the 2020-2021 governors all over the world, particularly the ones in Africa, are right there as I speak. I know they're watching because I get their messages, I see their messages, and I'm excited to be part of them. We call ourselves the Unstoppable 2020-2021 governors from Africa. My dear friends, we have huge plans to engage our very young leaders in a deep and meaningful way, to mentor them to be more responsive adults and contributing positively to the society. Safe and Alive is a maternal and child health initiative, and it is on a front burner. As a matter of fact, now more than ever before. As a global pandemic has led to a total neglect of expectant mothers and infants, Rotary must step in at some point to intervene. We're noticing in the past few weeks, past few months, very increased rate of loss or death of our young mothers and our infants. Our infants are no longer getting the immunization they would normally get. Sometimes they go to the hospitals and everybody's paying attention to COVID patients. And all over the world, particularly in Africa, particularly in our part of the country, we have situations where mothers and children are totally neglected. Sometimes it is because the equipment is not there or the manpower is not there. And we shall do our best to make sure that more people are trained to do the things that we want done. COVID has dealt a severe blow on children in our part of the district, in our part of the world generally. They have been out of school for months. And sadly, most of these children are too poor to afford online studies. So I don't know what we're going to do in the face of what we have. But I do know that Rotarians are thinking of what to do. And we shall come up with what to do to bridge this gap and make sure that even those kids who ordinarily will not be able to afford online studies, we're able to reach them somehow with instructions. A huge percentage of the population representing the most vulnerable in our communities are badly hit by this pandemic. These people live below poverty lines, and most cannot afford a meal a day or life-saving medications. Some of these people have had to take tough decisions like pay for life-saving medications today and then die of utter starvation tomorrow. Most heads of families are without a means of livelihood. Small neighborhood businesses are gone. For most, as little as $500 can revitalize their businesses and turn their lives around. Just a couple of days into the Rotary year, our clubs provided hand washing stations and created heightened awareness about the global pandemic. We have in the past week provided tons of food, which have been distributed by clubs to over 500 families of people who are most in need across the communities of our district. This is really a tiny little drop in the ocean, considering the monumental problems brought about by the pandemic. We could do so much more. We seek corporate and international partnerships, and of course, your donations will bring relief to our folks. I'm sure if you look at your screen, you're going to see the account details and the click button for donations there. We appeal to you to look at those buttons or look at the information there and make contributions to us. My dear friends, we are not here with a ball in hand to ask for funds or donations, even though we know you realize our situation and you will be able to support us. We're here to say that this is a brand new Rotary district, only 3 years old, and we are determined to do so much more. We're going
also look in the area of partnerships. We seek partnerships from corporates. We seek partnerships from international friends all over the world so that we can intervene and do those things that Rotary does all the time. Most importantly, I stand here on behalf of all the Rotarians of our district to say that to utilize the thousands of open doors that Rotary has for us to transform our communities, our district, and ourselves. Most importantly, I want to thank all our friends who are watching from different parts of the world. And we want to say we appreciate you. It takes a lot to spend hours just watching your friends who are doing, not doing so much, but you are supporting nonetheless. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate those we have mentioned and those who have not mentioned. I thank you all, and we hope that when we call upon you, you will be there to answer us. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Hello, protocol observed. Dear District Governor Virginia, dear friend Vicky, dear fellow Rotarians of District 9141. What a pleasure to be with you today. I've been having certain problems at the beginning of internet connectivity. You know, we Rotarians manage to overcome any kind of difficulty. When technology fails, we must find a solution. What a great celebration today. What a day of joy, you know. You're right, happening. We have a great meeting ahead of this. Continuing the great achievements of the previous governor and the team. But also, we must be very proud for our achievement of Nigeria certified as a global weekend. Also, your achievements in membership and parent donations. I'd like to thank my good friend, Pastor Vice President, Pastor Vice President Balala, for introducing me to your country and assisting me in all the efforts we are going to have to continue in the same way with the same partner. I'm very happy that we have a great day. I'm very happy because we need more women that we need more women being, you know, ready, motivated, leaders. So, warmest congratulations to the previous governor and for the great achievement, and my warm wish
Well, thank you very much for that introduction, our DGE. And I hope you can all hear me well. Well, congratulations to my sister, Virginia, for this virtual installation today. I salute your courage. I salute your tenacity. And I congratulate you that you're able to put this together despite everything that is happening around us. I sent a few messages out to people asking them if your neighbor that Ibrahim introduced you with, that what exactly does it mean? I wasn't too sure, but you see, as a Port Harcourt boy, I know that there is some goodness in it. Whether it is goodness has come, but goodness is here, but there is goodness in it. And I'm certain that with your leadership, there is goodness coming for District 9141. No organization grows beyond the aspiration of its leaders. You are aspiring very, very high. Your visions are clear, and I have no doubt that you will achieve what we need to achieve. So I want to say congratulations, and I want to let you know, just like your predecessor Nze had mentioned several times, that your Council of House Governors are ready to help you. And please use them. That's what I'm going to say. In fact, use all of us. Use us any way you want us, so long as it will deliver the aspiration and the results that our district desires. On your behalf and on behalf of all of us, I want to say thank you to the 3 women that have joined us today. And I'm very sure that some of my colleagues in the Rotary leadership will be very jealous of me. You know, I'm one of those that have been succeeded by 2 women. You know, so as vice president, we have Jorita, and as director, we have Katerina. I think that's a very enviable position to be. And of course, to our sister Guitar, thank you very much for sharing this time. So that tells us that our promise or our aspiration to make sure we have the right level of diversity is being worked by the board and by the Rotary Ward. And we know that you being the first female of District 9141, luckily you're not just the first female from this territory, unlike some of your colleagues, but as the first female of 9141, we know you also transformed. And that's why I'm in love with your theme of transformation. So you transform our district, we hope we will transform our clubs, and that the bragging rights Guitar talked about for the whole of Rotary on the African continent, that we can keep it, because your class, you and your classmates are going to deliver fantastic results this Rotary year. So congratulations, and to my fellow Rotarians of District 9141, I say congratulations to you all, and that this is a governor we need to support, and let's get to work. The time, should I say the honeymoon time is over now. It is now time to put our hands on the plow and deliver the results that we all desire. So congratulations, Virginia. Congratulations to your team. Congratulations to Nze, who has provided a good platform to start from. And congratulations to all our leaders of District 9141. God bless you all.
Every year, when we exchange patterns, there's a beautiful ceremony that happens. The club of the old district governor has to hand over the banner for the DG's club to the club of the new district governor. Today, the Rotary Club of Transamadi is going to be letting go of the DG's club banner that they have held for all of the 2020 Rotary year. They will hand over that banner to the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt GRA, the club of District Governor Virginia Major. It is a small but significant event because for all of the year 2020-2021, the DG's club's banner will rest in the home club of the District Governor, which would be the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt GRA. Exchange of club banners. District Governor Virginia Major, Rotary International Vice President, Jorita, fellow Rotarians, dear friends, my name is Rotarian Chinwe Ekonasa from the Rotary Club of Transamadi, the home club of the immediate past District Governor, Nze Anizo. I'm here on behalf of my club to hand over this banneret to the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt GRA. My dear District Governor Nze Anizo, you're welcome back home. The Rotary Club of Transamadi is very proud of you. District 9141 is very proud of you. We are grateful for your great performance in your year. And we say thank you. And to you, my dearest District Governor, Benji, we love you. I'm here to assure you that the Rotary Club of Transamadi will give you full support in your year. And we wish you great success as you lead and transform District 9141. Congratulations. As the president of the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt GRA, the club of our amiable district governor, I received the club banner from the past district governor's club, the Rotary Club of Transamadi. My district governor, Virginia Major, it is my honor and privilege to congratulate you as you take the mantle of leadership of our great District 9141. DG Virginia, your trailblazing track record speaks for itself. Ever since you joined Rotary, you have touched the lives of Rotarians, Rotaractors,
Hi, Virginia. I'm happy to send you this message on behalf of myself, my wife, Adi, and also on behalf of your friends in Africa in the 2020-21 Rotary Opens Opportunities Year of Service. You have been a great friend, you have been somebody reliable, and as you start this journey with all of us, we wish you a grand day on your installation. But more importantly, we wish you a great year of service. And we hope that at the end of the year, all your classmates, all of us from Africa, will be proud to rise to the podium or the stage or wherever to celebrate our year of service. Congratulations, and you know we always have your back. God bless you.
Hi, Mommy. We just want to say we love you. Congratulations on your new position. We know you're going to do a great job. We're so sad that we're not able to make it this year, but we know that by God's grace next year, we will celebrate, even though it's, later. But we trust that you're going to do a great job. We're super, super proud of you. We love you, and congratulations again.
Yes, just to reiterate, I'm so proud of you, Mommy. It's so unfortunate that we can't be there, but I know everything's going to be great. It's going to be a wonderful occasion. I'm so proud of you. You're the most deserving person to have this bestowed upon you. Once again, good luck and congratulations.
We love you, Granny. Congratulations. All right, Mommy. Bye. Love you.
The District Governor, Virginia Major, Rotary International Vice President, Jurita Solari, fellow Rotarians, my dear friends, permit me to stand on existing protocols. I am Rotarian Mutiaka Iyomi, Assistant Governor, Zone 18, at Rotary International District 9141. I'm here on behalf of all the Assistant Governors, the committee chairs, and the club presidents of Rotary International District 9141 to congratulate our District Governor, Virginia Major, on this very important milestone in her life, on this very important milestone in the world of Rotary, as she gets installed today as the 4th District Governor and the first female District Governor of our district. District Governor Virginia Major, we want to say to you on behalf of my assistant governors, committee chairs, club presidents, we want to say to you this evening that we recognize the mentorship that you have provided over the years to Rotarians. We recognize that you are a mother, we recognize that you are a teacher. We are very grateful for all the trainings that we have gone through, and we just want to say to you that as you proceed as governor of Rotary International District 9141, that we are fully with you as you lead the charge to transform our communities, as you lead the charge to transform our world. We are all with you right every step of the way until the very end. We wish you a very successful tenure. We pray that you have the grace, we pray that you receive the wisdom, we pray that you receive the strength to be able to lead our district to a much greater height than where we are currently. Once again, congratulations and remain blessed. Thank you very much.
lovely evening. But before we go to the closing part of today, let me recognize on behalf of the District Governor, District Governor Ntukwe and the class of 2020 of African District Governors. Let me also recognize those who are watching from afar. Rotary Public Image Chair, Mayan Braslin. Let me also recognize past district governors Eric Kimani, Joe Otin, Hassan Joshua, Tunji Funshaw, Tolu, Obafunshaw, Okugwa, and Dan Ajawari. Thank you so much for staying with us. And now, we go to the toasts. And to give the toast to District 9141, District Governor Rosita from Uganda.
District Governor 2021, District 9211, which is composed of Uganda and Tanzania. I am a Ugandan. It is my pleasure to be here at the installation of my friend DG Virginia Major, who I met along the course of our various trainings in Lagos, in Egypt, and in San Diego. We struck a wonderful and lasting friendship and sisterhood. Virginia, I wish you a wonderful and successful year of service as you serve our organization and humanity in Nigeria. So, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow Rotarians and Rotaractors and Interactors, please join me as I raise my glass in a toast to her district. Cheers to Rotary International and cheers to District 9141. Congratulations, DG Virginia Major.
Let us rise and toast to our great organization. The organization that has just recently conquered polio in Nigeria by getting Nigeria listed and certified a polio-free country. Our organization that rallied quickly within 2 weeks of this pandemic and this lockdown to provide funds for palliatives for needy people all across the world. Let us toast to Rotary International.
To give the final toast tonight, the toast to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I want to recognize a distinguished Rotarian, one who has made us indeed very proud. He is the immediate past president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, past Assistant Governor Mazi Okwadwe. And before he comes up, let me say that this evening has been immensely pleasurable because we've had with us the Passion Queen herself, the Be a Gift to the World Governor, past District Governor Ijoma Pel Okoro, and she is sitting here very comfortably because some gentleman who has always endured all the work she does in Rotary is beside her. Please put your hands together for the wind beneath her sails, Kingsley Okoro. Also tonight, we've had with us past District Governor Ikonsa Okemudia, the first District Governor for Rotary International District 9141. So please, welcome along with me, the man of the moment, Mazi Nnamdi Okwadigo, to give a toast to the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The district governor, my very good friend, Virginia Major, and the past district governors and all Rotarians here, I align myself to the good things, the good words that have been spoken this evening concerning Virginia. All of them is true. So for that reason, it goes to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Virginia Major, Rotary International Vice President Jolita Solari, all of our very, very, very amazing past district governors and past Rotary International directors who have been with us. It's been an awesome evening, and I've had a lot of fun. But you see, there's only one person I know who knows how to say thank you exceptionally well. He is District Secretary for the 2020-21 Rotary year, past Assistant Governor Izwara Okafo. Izwara, please come and say thank you to us.
My district governor, Rotary Virginia Major, Rotary International Vice President, my dear friends. It's been a very thrilling, a very engaging, a very impactful, a very inspiring, and absolutely transforming 2.5 hours we have shared together. As we draw the curtain on this inauguration, may I, on behalf of the district team, take out a few minutes to say a word of thank you to those who played various roles in making this event what it has become. Alright, Director, Zone 21 and 22, Katrina Kosali Papadimitru. Katrina, although technology tried to cut short our joy during your presentation, but the message you sent through resonates with us. You've told us what it takes to grow Rotary, and we have heard. We have no doubt that we will have an amazing time working with you. Thank you so much for being here for us. So Jita Manek, Jita, you have always been part of us since we were in 9140. And we believe that our relationship with you were made in heaven. Jita, you have demonstrated that once more. You have demonstrated that once more this evening. We appreciate you that. So Vice President, Vice President and Director, Johita Solari, the time you shared with us is priceless, and we do not take it for granted. We look forward to adapting your valuable insights as we advance the cause of Rotary in our district. Thank you so much. To past RI Vice President and past RI Director, Olayinka Hakim Babalala, you were known as the game changer during your year as District Governor in 2011-2012. Over the years, you have shown that slogan was not a one-season wonder. Through consistent service that have delivered great dividends to Rotary and humanity. You have demonstrated that anything is possible when we are committed and have a clear line of action. We are so proud of you. Thank you. So I need past district governance for your role in continuous development of our youth, our young districts, and effort ensuring that we are starting this year on a solid footing. We are saying a great thank you to you. So our district leaders, council of past district governors, you have been amazing, and your continuous support make all the difference. We appreciate you. The assistant governors, district committee chairs, and training team, you are not have done, what you are doing, and what you will do in the next 1 year. To the transformer president, there will be no district without clubs, and the growth of our clubs will be better by the time we take our stock next year. We therefore charge you to continue on the path you are following. Some of you have shown very bright light, and I will ask you to continue on that path. Thank you for all you do. To our donors and sponsors, your contribution has helped and will help us deliver humanitarian promises to our communities in the year we are in. And we hope that you are going to continue in this path to support us as we deliver service to humanity. The host organizing committee and technical team, your countless hours of selfless service mean a lot to us. We appreciate you so much. To all Rotarians and Retractors who participated in Feed the Family project of the district, and those who will continue that project after now, we recognize and appreciate you. Thank you so much. Finally, my dear friends, may I thank the most important member of this team, our great audience. You have been so amazing. You have spared nothing to make sure you take part in this program. You have shared your time, your talent, and your treasure with us, and we are extremely grateful. My dear friends, I can't thank you enough, but all I'll say is thank you. Thank you, and thank you so much. God bless you.
Your